Alright, so I'm going to show you how to set up a betta fish tank. Alright, the first thing you want to do, and I've already done this stuff because I didn't think about making the video till right now, is make sure your tank's good and clean. And probably a good way to clean your tank is if you buy like a filter, just the cartridge, or I guess the media, whatever you want to say, and use this. This works really good to scrub, and that way you don't have to use a toothbrush or anything like that could contaminate the water in the tank. You can use water conditioner. I don't prefer to use water conditioner. I prefer to take, go and buy or have, some 1 gallon jugs of drinking water and maybe use the water and then take water out of the tap and then just have extra water if you need to replace the water in there. The next thing you want to do is make sure you clean. If you've got a used tank, clean the filter. It may look clean, but make sure you give it a good cleaning, because if you're not careful, it will have problems. All right, and then you want to clean all the decorations you're going to put in there. And then after, make sure you clean the gravel, and you can use a bowl like such. Just fill it with the gravel and wash it real good. Turn it up with your hands, whatever you have to do to clean it. Probably when you're pouring your water, to keep your gravel from being disturbed, you can take the water and pour it on a rock or whatever, and the water will just pour off of it, and your gravel should stay in place. Like so. Now this next part, I'm going to skip ahead because nobody wants to sit here and watch me fill this tank up with water. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. I have a 10-gallon tank that I use this Tetra Whisper system for, and the BioBag cartridges, these come, you get them at Petco, PetSmart, Walmart, anywhere, and it comes in, you have your carbon, it's packaged, and then you have your little, and then you have, the filter net part. And I can't show you the other piece, but it has, it has the little sturdy piece that'll let it sit in there, keep it rigid so it doesn't, bend or fold or come out of the way. Alright, so now I filled the water up, and you can see I have it filled almost to the top of this black seal around here, and this is your water level thing. It does hold the filter in place, but it will also tell you how far to fill your water up. Alright, the next thing you want to do is let it sit and wait for it to get to room temperature in here, which I imagine this water already is, since it's been sitting in here for 3 days now. So I imagine the water is already room temperature. And yes, I know some of you will comment, you need to get a heater. I will get a heater. I'm working on getting a heater right now. So now I'm going to skip ahead, wait for it to get to room temperature just to be sure. Alright, so I'm going to show you the tank so far, just to get a better glimpse of what I'm talking about. You can see the black rim of the tank, and I guess the house is a little unlevel, but I filled it almost to the black lip, and if you fill it much higher than that, the tank will overflow. And what I have in here, I have some plastic plants. I'm working to get natural plants right now. I'm gonna buy a few and plant them in there. I have a little rock that has some more plastic plants, and another plastic plant, and a little ceramic thing in the back. Alright, and here's the Betta. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Saw him and knew I had to get him, so. He's a double tail betta fish. And with mine, I had to rig this because the wheel, if it spins, it goes too far, and the little plastic plastic piece in the middle there will cause it to fall off and it won't spin anymore. So I just took a highlighter or a pin, you know, little thing you clip onto your shirt, and broke it off, and that keeps it from spinning off. Alright, so now I'm going to put in the betta fish and let him sit for a little bit so that he will get used to the water. I'm going to turn the pump on right now too. I'm going to put the light on it so you can see what the whole tank looks like. Alright, so that's the tank so far. It looks a little blandish, but I'll work on getting some live plants put in there and then it won't be so bland. But for right now, that's how it's going to look. Look a lot better when I get done with it. Alright, so I guess he's been sitting there long enough that we can let him out. It's been about 5-10 minutes. But for the most part, the betta fish was at the same temperature as the room already. Now what a lot of people do, and this is not a good idea, is they'll take the betta and whatever water's in it, when it's clear like this, it may be a little bit better. But for the most part, what is better for you to do is to take your betta and then take your net and pour the water that's in here out and pour the betta into the net and then let him swim out. And there he is. He's in his new home.